this thing on? Hello everyone. Thanks for joining us at the bar. Don't forget to take care of your server, even if that happens to be you. Let's head over to the table to see what Bob, Jason, and Brian are up to today.
All right. Hey.
Good evening.
Happy Friday.
It is.
What's going on? How's everyone's week been?
It has been a long week.
It's doing
Really?
good.
Well, why has it been a long week?
Well, you know, we started off Saturday was Hell-o-ween.
Yeah. I did not participate.
And then we had the World Series going on. Wait a minute. Hold on. What do you mean you did not participate?
Did not feel well. I was sick.
Oh, I thought you were going to do the Winnie the Pooh.
No
pants.
No. And I was supposed to join a friend, over at their friend's house who was, trick-or-treaters and all that shit. And apparently there was a ton of them. And no, I was sick. I did not feel good.
Sorry to hear that.
And the next morning I woke up with a fever.
Yeah.
And I was sick for a couple of days.
Like a fever for some cowbell?
Right? And the only prescription was more cowbell.
Damn it, we got a cowbell in here. I don't think we do.
You know what? We ain't got time for you to look for it.
Yeah, I know. Here.
We got things to cover. It's not a fucking cowbell.
Jeez. Okay,
Yeah.
so I went and bought 3 4-pound bags of chocolate candy, 12 pounds total.
Break that shit out.
You think it's left?
Dang, y'all were that busy, huh?
No.
Oh.
Told you it's been a long week.
There was just one fat kid that kept showing up over and over with different sheets from his parents' house. He's cut eye holes in.
I stayed up that night till 2 a.m. I left my porch light on the entire time. I had not one single person came to my door after 8:30.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's not the holiday it used to be, but some neighborhoods do some banging business. But
Well,
when I
mine
was a
did.
kid, my poor ass neighborhood did banging business, man. I mean, living in a shitheel neighborhood and still we'd bank on some candy.
Well, we've got a friend that lives out in South Carolina, and her neighborhood really decorates everything up for Halloween. And she handed out 1,500 pieces of candy,
Wow.
and ended up
Damn.
having. I think she said after the end of the night, she had four pieces of candy left over.
And 3 poison popcorn balls that she had made.
It's interesting that you say that. Remember the rumors back when we was a kid? They
Yeah.
found razor blades and all
There's
that.
never been a documented case.
It just happened
When?
in my neighborhood. Several people posted in the neighborhood app of candy with broken off lead from pencils in them.
I got to tell you, that sounds.
I
Something
almost
like
want to say bullshit.
I want to
but
say bullshit, or it sounds like something their shithole kid did.
Right.
No, this is for Halloween. He's like, all right, you cocksucker.
Yeah.
Enjoy your goddamn Snickers.
Well, it was like the attorney general putting out this bullshit announcement. Make sure that people aren't giving your kids edibles. Who's going to be giving your fucking kid edibles?
Let me tell you, they're too goddamn expensive.
Exactly.
yeah,
You know
no,
what?
who's going to do that?
Fuck it. I won't even spring for a fun-sized Snickers or a fucking Kit Kat. What makes you think I'm going to give you even a fucking, even a
10
fucking 20?
milligram,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm not giving you shit, man.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a whole jacked up bar, 1,000 milligram. Get the fuck out of here.
There was probably about 400 to 500 people in my neighborhood.
You know what? Let me tell you, some neighborhoods just do better than others.
One neighborhood over, a big fight broke out.
Over the Snickers.
Yeah, someone's got it on video. Some lady showed up with her kid drunk, and then she started getting shitty, and then she dived into a crowd, started fighting people, and then a huge fight broke out, and cops showed up.
Man,
Okay.
Can you imagine taking your kid
happy
and
Halloween.
I want to get drunk before I take my kid? Man, you fucking piece of shit.
Hang on.
Now, wait a minute. What if I
Hold
don't have
on.
any kids that age? Is it all right if I'm drunk?
I planned on next year. I'm going to set up a bar in my driveway for all the parents.
Well, see, that would be kind of cool and funny, but this lady showed up hammered with her children. Come on,
So
seriously.
I heard of a dude that set up a big hamburger
good
grill
idea.
out front and did hamburgers and hot dogs.
2 years ago, a lady done hot dogs.
Yeah, and then like had pops and things like that. I'd have been down there all evening. These are. I'm getting another dog.
So are you
here.
going to leave?
It's like these are for the parents that have kids that are trick or treat. Yeah, mine will be along shortly.
I could see that.
Like next year.
So you're really thinking about doing a bar?
Yes, I'm actually planning on setting up a bar out in my driveway.
Now, since you are not charging, you can't get in trouble for that, right?
I don't think so.
I don't think you could either.
Oh, someone will bitch. There are children around and y'all are drinking in front of the children. Say, lady, I don't think the problem is us drinking in front of the children.
Absolutely.
I think Jason pissing over there by that tree is.
That's the problem.
I think Jason hitting on that kid's mom over there is the problem. I mean, you fine motherfucker. I like had 7 Jaeger bombs. And I'm like,
Hey.
Well, I was thinking maybe a big pot of hot chocolate if the weather's kind of cool. Put a bottle of Kahlua in that.
you talking about the girl I would be hitting on? big pot of hot chocolate. Maybe shove a bottle of Kahlua up in that.
Maybe.
Maybe.
That's nasty.
That's a good idea, though. I think that'd be cool. Man,
Oh,
hey,
I think it would
every year they all show up at Bob's house to drink.
be. Right?
Hey,
Kids,
you never know. You might get some tail out
it's like
of
you
it.
kids run up and down that street and see if you can get some candy, and everyone's porch light is out, but the parents won't take them to a different street. It's like, we got a bowl of sweet tarts for you kids. They're all unwrapped. We just dumped them in a big
Either that or
container.
that nasty ass black and orange
Oh,
wax paper wrap
Yeah.
shit.
yeah, or fucking candy corn.
Right.
I'm sorry, but
Thanks, Eric.
yeah, I wouldn't
That's awesome.
eat candy corn if you.
Uh-huh. It'd have to come out of never mind.
I don't care if you put it up some hot chick like she was a Pez dispenser. I wouldn't eat that shit. As it pops out, or I'd be like, "Oop, candy corn." The first one I could overlook, I'd be like, "Okay, I don't know what's been going on in her life." But the second or third candy corn that popped out, I'd have been like, "Bitch, what's wrong with you?" There's candy corns coming out of your.
I heard the other day people are putting candy corn in something and eating it. What is it? Have y'all heard about that?
It's that hot bitch that I was talking about. No, I don't know.
I've heard it's good with peanuts.
No, someone said candy corn and oh my God, what was that? Oh, sausage with candy corn in it. If you think about it, that might not be that bad. Man, y'all just gave me some blank go to hell looks.
You lost your mind.
But
Brian.
someone is really making it's sausage with candy corn in it.
With candy corn.
kind of a
I mean,
sweet sausage taste, I
that-
guess. It's
That
pushing it.
reminds me of too much of the regular digestive process and whole kernel corn.
I don't know what somebody's doing that for, but it's stupid. And
I mean, I've had some good sausages. Had like cherries.
yeah,
I've had some cherry sausage.
You bet.
with some Chipotle.
right,
season.
right, but not candy corn, which actually just
It's
should
just
melt-
sugar.
it should just melt down into just corn syrup and shit, and be like a sweetener with some artificial flavors and colors. You know what? Fuck you cheap bastards. It's whoever that is, contact them and tell them I hate them, Brian.
Yeah, internet users baffled by meat shop's Halloween offering.
Baffled.
I'm actually looking right here at some sausages that have candy.
So I
corn.
was right. Okay.
So it's a
Better.
Halloween bunch of bull crap.
Yeah.
There's some desperate shop.
Candy corn in the bratwurst.
Let me-
Dude, I gotta-
let
y'all
me
go
tell
ahead, I
you
gotta
what.
write this down.
If your meat shop is such a sad ass place that you have to resort to such bullshit tactics as putting candy corn in your sausage for Halloween fun, you know, there's a good chance I don't want to visit your shop the rest of the fucking year either. Have a little self-respect. How about free candy for the kids? Dress up as the fucking guy from Scream or shit, or,
Right.
you know, something like that.
Red
you
and
know.
white van.
You know what? Put out a bunch of, you know, cow thigh bones and with a cleaver and stand out there like, you know, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Something topical, not, guess what's in our sausage? Candy corn. Get the fuck out of here.
But did you
meat
see
shop.
the licorice hot dogs?
No, man.
Oscar Mayer, I think, is the one that did those.
Oscar Mayer can suck my Oscar Mayer. That's just, I don't know. I don't like that very much.
Hey, I got something to tell y'all. This happened to me a few weeks ago, and I forgot to tell you.
Okay.
You're not gonna believe this shit. So I'm going to my uncle's wedding. And
That's a guy that's 70 something got married.
yeah,
And,
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I would just like to.
Okay, go ahead.
Halloweeners are not a true product. That was a fake.
Thank God.
Oh, that's not true.
It's not true.
Then I
That's
apologize, Oscar
It almost
Mayer.
sounded decent.
Yeah, my
Black
Well, to me.
licorice hot dogs.
black licorice hot dog.
Oh no! Oh no! I
And
thought we
they-
were still in the candy corn.
And they called them Halloweeners.
Oh, whatever.
What? Ghoul glizzies.
Yeah. So the other day, I'm going to my uncle's wedding, right?
Yeah.
And we're heading down the highway, and we're probably
Didn't you
about
say it was in the 70s?
yeah, it's in a
I
second.
just
Yeah.
said they were really old.
Yeah, yeah. I know. We're all
Is he
like,
the
holy
old
sh-.
guy? How old is he, Brian?
So we're heading down I-40. We're probably about 30, 35 minutes away from there, right?
Okay.
We come up to a zone, how they're always working on that freaking highway, right?
Oh, yeah.
And we start slowing down, and here comes a cop speeding past us, no lights or anything on, and all of a sudden something flies off his car and slams my car. You hear a
Really?
tink. I mean, it hits the windshield hard. Now look at the windshield, and there's this crack going all the way down.
Oh,
I'm like,
my
you
gosh.
motherfucker. So, and he's like, what do we do? And I'm like, let's go. So we chased him
Yeah.
all the way down the highway. We're doing about 80, 85. We finally see him get off the highway. We follow him off the highway, end up at the stop sign. We're blaring on our horn and flashing lights at him or anything to get his attention because he was so far we couldn't see his tag. And all of a sudden he turned and he stopped like he saw us.
Yeah.
And he went, boom, and he took off. And I was like, you know what you did. So we turn that corner, we chase his ass. We're going through stop sign. Finally, he nails it. I can't find him.
Yeah.
I call the Oklahoma police. They said they have no one in that area. They asked us the tags. That
He was running to his fucking house or some shit.
Yeah.
Or his girlfriend, a piece of shit.
Yeah. So I'm trying to catch him. Finally, they're like, well, we'll try to call you back because we don't show any officers out there. And I said, okay.
What did you see? What jurisdiction he was from?
It was Oklahoma City Sheriff.
Oklahoma County.
Oklahoma
Sheriff.
County Sheriff, yes. So anyways, we get over to the actual wedding. Wedding's over. It's done. We're heading outside. My dad's like, hey, let's walk out here and look at your windshield. I said, okay. Now, remember, we already chased this cop and everything. We get out there. I stand at the window. I said, see, Dad, it's right here. And you can see the line going down. And all of a sudden, I take my finger and I rub it. It was a spider web.
You fucking. You scared the shit out of that cop for nothing.
Dude, I felt so stupid. I'm like, what if he would have pulled over? You asshole.
You cracked my windshield.
It was a spider web. And he was like, you're an embarrassment.
You know what?
Wait a minute. She was looking through the same windshield.
Yeah.
Don't
She
let her
couldn't
give-
see it. Only I can see it.
So
She goes, what are you talking about?
I got to tell you, Midwest City police officer,
Yeah.
woman. I'm over there by my house. You know where that is.
Yeah.
And I'm heading west on 15th. She's heading east. And she's dipping into my lane. And then she pulls back. She didn't go far into the lane, but she pulled back. As she passes, she's on her fucking cell phone.
Right.
Oh.
And I thought if I wasn't in a hurry to get over my brother's, I'd spin it around.
Yeah.
Well, so anyway, and of course I'm glaring at her as she goes by, because she realized her mistake and, she knew.
Yeah.
I'm then,
We're of the age that we could do that.
you
shit.
bet. I was hoping because I was going to say something to her. But anyway, I go to my brother's, which is in the original mile. And then we decide to go to an auto parts store. So now I'm a ways from my house.
Yeah.
We're going through the neighborhood and there she is again in that neighborhood. Same middle-aged female cop on her fucking phone again, veering around. And I was like, you've got to be shitting me. Let me tell you, I'm hoping to see her again playing on her phone. Because I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to get my phone, start recording, and speed up beside her something and get a video of her. And I hope she stops because I'm going to confront her and go, why is it against the law for me?
But it's not for you.
But it's not for you when you're crossing into oncoming traffic.
Yeah.
And tell her, you know what? I'm going to take if I could get some footage, I'm going to the city council is going to enjoy seeing it.
Oh, yeah.
And the city supervisor. And I don't want to talk to your fucking supervisor, you simple-minded cunt.
I can say no comments on this.
You know what? I just want to use that inflammatory word, apparently.
Yeah, I saw you this morning around noon. Do you turn the corner at 7-Eleven around noon? No, wait, closer to 1. Was it 1?
It would have been between noon and 1.
Yeah, I saw you this afternoon. Sorry, not this morning. It was this afternoon. Yeah.
Yeah, was I heading west on 15th?
You just come off 15th, turn into the original mile.
Y'all must be people that leave the house in the daytime.
You didn't notice that guy shaking his dick at you?
No, that's normal over there at the original mile.
That is true. That is very true.
No, I was going to my brother's.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw you.
Oh, y'all are people that leave the house in the daytime.
I don't like to.
I wish I didn't have to.
I don't like to leave the house.
I don't like to leave at all.
Me neither. In fact, I started to call you the other day. Say, look, when you get off work, swing by my place. I've got a toolbox, rollaway tool chest.
Yeah.
And I bought the top part of it. And I need help lifting it up there.
Give me a holler. I'll
That
come
weighs
over.
265 pounds.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Empty?
Yeah.
Empty.
Damn.
The top box.
Yeah,
does.
no shit.
265 pounds.
So you plan on just like latching yourself to that damn thing whenever tornadoes roll through?
Shit.
Right, I gotta,
That's your storm shelter.
it's my casket. I want to
Right.
be buried in it.
Wow, that's pretty heavy.
It's damn heavy.
You got enough tools to go in it?
Yeah, enough to where I needed the top chest.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, otherwise, why would you buy it, right?
All right.
Yeah.
Enough for
And none
push-
of them are a 10 millimeter.
I've got so many 10 millimeters. Let me tell you, if you're a guy, you should have at least 12 10 millimeter sockets.
Yeah, no shit. You know, the guys at the shop where I work at, I'm amazed how much they pay for the toolboxes.
Oh, they probably get it through Matco.
Matco,
Yeah.
A
Snap-on. An average toolbox that is like, a decent size with a top is easily $10,000-$15,000.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And they're like, it's because it's built better. It's got the thing.
Bullshit. It's
the
because
ball
Snap-on will
bearings.
finance that damn thing for them. They pay for
Yeah,
weekly.
the Matco guy too.
payment.
Fuck that. I'm not paying that much for the box.
The biggest reason they like the tools is because they will take them back, give them with the brakes. Now that makes sense
You know
to
what?
me if you're using it.
So
a
will
lot.
Harbor freaking Freight.
Yeah, that's true
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, their new Icon line of toolboxes,
Pretty decent.
I'll put it up against any Snap-on box out there.
Oh wow.
I
Okay, I
mean,
have to
but it's
remember that.
high dollar. Their U.S. General is not as expensive. And,
I think that's what I've got.
Yeah, let me tell you,
Yeah.
and it's a damn good toolbox.
Yeah.
They're damn good boxes, but their Icon line, holy crap, they're expensive.
How much
but
they run
that's-
usually? What do you think?
I don't know what I look like, a goddamn secret shopper.
Well, let's face it. For my home repair and improvement,
Yeah.
I don't need anything fancy.
no,
No.
I don't need the
either.
ball bearing rollout
you know,
trays and all that kind of stuff.
I don't either because I don't. I mean, I've got a few tools and I've got a Husky one that I bought. It's got 3 drawers and a little top on it. That's
well,
about
in
it.
mine, it's in my bedroom. And so I have lots of toys to put in there.
I was just saying.
They'll roll away full of sex toys.
Pull it right up to the bed. You ready?
Yeah, it's got a sawzall
You
with a
got
dildo mounted on the end of it.
got room for a Sibian in that one, the center compartment with the,
Right, with a little slide out,
Yeah.
a little fold down legs. Go ahead and squat on this, girl. We're gonna check your oil.
Something done bumped up in my undercarriage.
Like, ooh,
That was a
Ah.
hot scene in that movie.
the hell are you talking about again?
Again,
Candy corn glizzies.
no, Dukes of Hazzard with Jessica Simpson.
What the
I never
fuck?
saw it.
Me neither.
You never saw the part where she says something jumped up in my undercarriage?
No.
Oh, good Lord.
Let me guess, was it Nick Lachey?
It was. She was in a
Wasn't that-
bikini looking hot as shit.
Wasn't that after they split up?
Probably.
Because she posted some picture online earlier this week about her at rock bottom, and now she's like 4 years sober or something like that.
Good for her.
I don't know anything about it.
I'd like to see her and Brittany hang
was-
out.
She was heading straight for the
Weight Watchers.
no, might as well have been, but I'm talking
Yeah.
about Anna. She was headed straight for
I
Anna
thought
Nicole
she looked
Smith's.
good, thick. Yeah, I hate to hear that about Jessica. She kind of played that dingbat, dumb blonde thing.
I don't think she was playing.
I think she overplayed it purposely, but
Brought her
maybe
a lot
she,
of money. But yeah, she's in that movie, and there's a part where her car breaks down, and then I think it's the one of the cops show up, and she's like, "I think something done bumped up underneath my undercarriage," and she's all looking. I think she's in a bikini. She looked pretty damn hot.
Let me tell you, I always thought she was hot AF.
Yeah,
And I even liked her chunky. I do.
yeah, you like them chunky.
I like them.
Like that model you were talking about today. What's her name?
I don't know.
You don't know her name?
Fuck no, I don't know her name.
Well, you saw pictures. I thought you knew her name.
What, you think I was worried about her name?
She was pretty good looking.
She was gorgeous.
Yeah,
and
very,
and
very pretty.
in her other videos, she's out there with her personal trainer just killing it. And then, and yet she's a plus size model. She's in better fucking shape than I am. And most women I see around, and yeah, she's definitely a bigger girl when compared to those, models that were in the video right before, these tiny little bitty thin girls. And
they
it was
look
just-
like you would like. I mean, they seriously needed.
it looks like somebody took 9-year-old boys and put them in bikinis. Get on out.
Pretty
of here.
much, I
Yeah.
agree with that. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And
Bob, what'd you think?
Bob was hoping it was 9-year-old boys.
Oh,
Y'all ain't right.
Right? You're like, I don't know.
All right, so moving on.
What the hell was that?
that's a boo.
Well, yeah. So what? I like them thick.
Okay, so we
like 'em thick.
we ended the World Series this week.
Oh, yeah.
We ended. It's over.
Yes.
Who won? I don't know.
One of the two teams that I hope never wins another World Series.
It wasn't the Braves and
The Atlanta Braves won the World Series.
I'll be damned. By how many games?
Well, they played that. They won 4 to Houston's 2.
Okay, all right.
You mean the Toledo Mud Hens didn't make the playoffs?
Toledo Mud
No.
Hens.
No.
Did you watch all the games?
I watched most of them.
Nah. I saw a commercial yesterday on the on the Thunder basketball team. I don't recognize one person.
No.
Everybody's like gone.
Yeah, everybody's brand new.
Yeah, are they any good? Do we know?
No.
They're
the
not.
Magic's-
No, they've got a horrible record so far.
The Magic's gone.
Because I thought, it'd be kind of neat to maybe get involved in that, try, and then I was like, well, I don't know. I'll check with Bob because he watches it. So
I don't even keep up with them yet. It doesn't even feel like basketball season. Well, see, okay, so they've screwed things up because used to the World Series was played. The first 2 games were Saturday and Sunday night. Then Monday night you had NFL Monday Night Football, and then games 3, 4, and 5 were played on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday night. Friday night was an off night, and then if they needed a game 6 and 7, then those were played on that Saturday and Sunday. Well, now you've got the NFL has a Sunday night game, so that's interfering. They didn't even start them off on Saturday and Sunday like they used to. Like game 1 was like on a Thursday or a Wednesday.
okay.
And then it's all messed up. Everything's conflicting these days. When they used to have it kind of laid out so you could watch everything and not miss anything.
Mm-hmm.
One of the benefits of only having 3 or 4 channels, right?
Yeah, that's true too. But have you noticed how honestly COVID has changed everybody's schedule and things that they used to give a shit about, and now they don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Like for example, Bob, you're
Like
huge
going
into
to work.
Yeah, like you're huge into like football. You've always been since I've known you.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you're like, "Hey, Bob," I'm like, I have no idea.
Right.
You're just like, whatever.
Yeah,
Well, I didn't watch a single college game last year because I thought that the athletic directors were unnecessarily putting kids at risk. They didn't know enough then. They were trying to, play games and make money instead of looking at the overall safety of university kids.
I agree with that. Yeah.
So I didn't
it's always
watch
been
this-
about the money. So
I'm trying to pick back up this year now that everybody's supposed to be vaccinated. Everybody's supposed to be doing what they're supposed to be doing. But
it was only the kids in the safe spaces that got sick. All the
That's
jocks
probably
were
true.
standing outside coughing at them. Y'all okay in there? Oh my God, stop it. Safe space. I got to tell you, I would not attend any university with a safe space.
I
What are
wouldn't
we,
know that
6? And there, we're playing tag, and here's base.
either. I
A
know.
safe space. You know what? Everywhere
I would be embarrassed to know that I
everywhere you're
admitted
at
that.
should be a safe space.
Yeah.
God dang, if you're that socially awkward that you can't get out, and I get social anxiety,
Yeah.
I get all that. I get all of it, man. But gosh, damn.
I'll tell you what, and this is my true honesty about how I feel about all that. I truly feel that when you look at the iPhones, the games, the YouTube,
Oh yeah.
the things, it all started with they say everything started with SpongeBob because of how fast it moved and how it acted. It almost like it really did. It almost like it reprogrammed your kids. They've said that kids have started to have anxiety and we're acting different after watching many years of SpongeBob. They've done studies on it, and that's what they came out with.
Well, y'all hate
fuck! I went to the musical. Tell them what it's going to do to me.
That explains something now.
Let me tell you, I think it's everyone's looking for a smoking gun, or there isn't one. It's a combination of things. We live in an instant gratification society. We have
Very
the world
much.
at our fingertips. We don't like to wait. We expect to be able to text someone around the world and they'll instantly reply, "Oh my God, they left me on red." It's created a whole new set
Yes.
of etiquette, of society, of norms. Things do change and evolve.
But when we were growing up, if you wanted your Goofy Gold record collection, it was going to take 6 to 8 weeks to get here after you mailed in your check.
You bet.
Yeah.
But now it's not like that. And the thing is, it's a lot different than it was in 1921, 100 years. So I got to tell you, here we are 50 and, in Brian's case, pushing 50.
Yeah.
Bob and I are 50 and that's half a century. So for, you fucking people out there that can't do math. So you know who I'm talking to. So here we are, half a century old, and we had the carryover from our parents and stuff.
Yeah.
Why shouldn't we be in the middle of that evolution of that change? It's not done changing yet. And that's the only thing that's constant is change. So yes, societal rules, etiquette, everything else has changed. And now we see it as superficial, just as, maybe our grandparents saw our generation as just superficial and weak and ridiculous. And my dad was friends with a World War II veteran, Special Forces, highly decorated, a couple of them actually. And what a sweet old man he was. But he was a real hawk. He broke in his house, you'd die. And he was old as shit and small and frail, and he did not fuck around. And he was a real sportsman and hunter and all that. Served his country honorably. And then when Desert Storm, not Desert Storm, when the actual, after 9/11 and the Gulf War started, he was like, he said, I don't think America's youth has what it takes. I think we're paper tiger. He said, I don't think they'll fight. But he was wrong. In the face of adversity, our military did rise to the challenge, whether right or wrong, or, I'm not here to debate the causes of the fucking war. I'm saying that these military men and women rose to the challenge and by God did what they had to do. Yeah. And so we think that the same thing of this new, this younger generation, oh my God, and the social media and the Instagramming everything and what they place value on. And we think, well, they wouldn't be able to survive. But time and time again, it's been proving that true character is revealed in the face of adversity. So what they just need is for us to kidnap them all and drop them off in the middle of nowhere with no food or water and see who survives.
I would be up for that.
And so would I.
But you need to film it.
Yeah. It'd be like,
make a hell of a
oh my
show.
God, is there no air conditioning in this boxcar? Nope. So, yeah, I don't know.
You're just wanting a desert version of the Hunger Games.
Right.
I know that with each generation, we all change and things become faster, things become more advanced. My main thing is with it is most of the newer generations is they don't seem to know how to communicate worth a shit.
Well, we don't. Our way of communicating has changed. You remember when we were kids, you go ride your fucking bike and go to your friend's house and hang out. Goddamn, how many hours did we spend at Bob's house?
Yeah.
They don't do that hardly now. Now they're online gaming or something, but they're talking to their friends, but their friend is in Wisconsin, and they're on the East Coast or some shit. Hey, man, and their friend isn't really 12. He's a 50.
My daughter actually made friends with a girl in another state, and we've talked to her parents. We talked to the little girl and all that, and she's legit, and they still talk.
What was her name?
I don't know.
None of them are real, Brian.
No, they're real.
What does she look like?
I don't know.
See.
Well, I mean, no, I have seen her on video.
But I'm saying that's your daughter's friend, her good friend, right?
Yeah.
And yet you couldn't pick her out of a crowd, most likely, if she walked by all of a sudden.
Because I don't see her all the time. I've seen her on video a couple of times.
Or her parents. If someone was
if
hollering,
those are really her parents, that's just really her roommate.
No, I'm saying if it's all legit, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's still, that's your daughter's friend. And it's like, oh, we've checked her out. Do you think for a second that when we were kids, if we said, man, this is my friend, here's his name, here's a picture of him, you can talk to him on the phone, here you can talk to his mom and dad. Well, why don't I ever see them? Why can't I can't meet them?
Yeah, that'd be weird. Yeah.
Well, he lives in Texas. Then why the fuck are you friends? Well, of course, we didn't have that technology. So
yeah, her friend's in Oregon.
That's what I'm saying. It's changing so much.
I know. But I told him one day about being on the phone too much and how it makes you not very sociable. And I said, look, I can walk into any Walmart and I can look at anybody in there and I can tell you if they play computers or they're on their phone a lot. No, you can't. And we won't walk them by this one guy and I said, hey, how you doing?
Is it the neck beard and the ponytail?
They just like, there he is. There's one up right there. And they said, no, he's not. I said, I spoke to him and you could tell. And they're like, oh, whoa. I'm like, yeah.
Interpersonal skills.
They don't have any.
Especially face to face. And there's something, I heard this great show. I think it was on NPR because I'm fucking old. It was about in Japan that these young couples are having such a problem. Marriage is declining and dropping, and I believe the birth rate or something in Japan because they are so disconnected. There is no face-to-face interaction. And I think there's special dating services out there for these people that are, they just lead a digital life primarily,
right?
And how to get them together. And I'm thinking, man, I'd sure like show you by example. Listen, it'd be like, see this little girl over here? A little girl. This 25-year-old tiny little Japanese girl in her Hello Kitty backpack. Watch this. Let's wipe that giggle off of her. Ow! Like, now you got it, buddy. Well, okay. They always act like it's hurting. But anyway. Hey, it's about that time we have to pay the bills. And I'd like to talk about this week's sponsor, and it's Suzette's Lady Salve. Let's face it, ladies, sometimes things just aren't right down there. And I'll be honest. If you can smell it, everyone can smell it. So, it doesn't matter if you've been spending all weekend being punch-fisted by a biker, or whether you just haven't had a chance to really take time and do some self-care. Either way, your flora and fauna and pH is all jacked up. And that's where Suzette's comes in. Look, it's safe, it's non-toxic, it's all natural, just like your business, only it's not fucked up. And also, we know that douching is bad. Everybody knows that by now. It's 2021. If you don't know, please, for the love of God, ladies, talk to a doctor. I know this is an uncomfortable subject to hear from a man, but I'm here to tell you, Suzette's, and it's easy to apply, whether it's turkey baster, Cajun injector, measuring cup, or just a lamb's wool glove soaked in it. Either way, you'll get that freshly scraped feeling and you'll be clean as a whistle. So you want to visit Suzette'sLS.com and at checkout, enter the coupon code @thebar15 and you'll get 15% off of your purchase as well as free shipping. Check them out. I think you'll like it.
All right, there was a word from our sponsor.
And what a sponsor it is.
It's a great sponsor.
Well, it's a great project.
Who picked that one up?
Well, I'll tell you, they approached us. They like our content. It's edgy, they said. And also it's irreverent.
But still relevant.
And exactly. Relevant, irreverent. They felt like it reached their target market.
Okay.
And Suzette's is a small company, but they've been in business for years and years now. And they kind of fly under the radar.
Turkey baster.
And, you can put it any way you want. Look, it's a new generation. Hey, it's your journey, ladies. However you get that stuff in your ham wallet is none of my concern. What is my concern is that if you're going to be with me, and if you were a cartoon character and you had stink lines coming off of you, man, you got to get that fixed. If we're out taking a friendly walk and cats are randomly following you, no.
Let's revisit ham wallet.
What about it? Look, I'm trying to be politically correct while still being edgy and relevant.
You're so edgy.
Well, that's why Suzette's picked us. Suzette'sLS.com. Remember, 15% off. They're already low prices. All natural. It resets all the chemistry in your hoo-ha.
Awesome. I heard they sell out quite a bit.
They do. They do.
Awesome.
Ladies in the know, use Suzette's Lady Salve.
And if you do use a turkey baster, it is self-cleaning.
Well, exactly.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah.
To be honest, you can go immediately from applying that to actually basting a turkey. You just don't want to get the two mixed up.
It's kind of like crossing the streams.
Otherwise, it's your boyfriend's going to be like, "He tastes like chicken broth." They'll be like, "This turkey kind of has a light floral scent to it." I don't know, and yeah. But it's the cleanest inside of a turkey I've ever seen. Not a giblet to be found. So
smooth.
Suzette's will never be back, but I'm telling you, Suzette'sLS.com.
Cool. Thank you, Jason, for sharing that with us.
You're welcome.
All right. So we're on the half hour mark. What else we got on the agenda?
I ate too many chicken nuggets before the show.
Those were good.
I ate too many of those damn chicken nuggets.
I ate too many, and I'd already eaten before I got here.
And waffle fries. God, Bob knocked it out of the park again, man. Let me tell you.
Okay, so several months ago, I went and bought a deep fryer.
Right.
Actually, I didn't go and buy a deep fryer. I logged on to Amazon.com and bought a deep fryer.
And replaced a deep fryer, probably.
Well, I haven't had a deep fryer in years. And I just wanted one because, I've been using the pot on the stove.
Yeah.
And that works pretty well for the most part. But I thought, okay, let's just get a deep fryer.
Sure, why not?
I don't know what part of the country this thing came in. I think it was China.
Could be. China.
but all its measurements are primarily in Celsius, and then they put the Fahrenheit conversion
Right.
on the outside of the dial, but they didn't do it very well. So, most of us fry it 325, 350, 375, whatever. Well, this thing's got like 368.
Yeah. 356.
356.
It's optimal temperature.
248.
Because it doesn't equate to the even numbers of Celsius that they have on there. And you know what? I'll be honest. Look, I grew up with, imperial and standard measurements, not this goddamn metric thing.
Right.
And yet it's funny though. Okay. So we're about the only country left that really just refuses to go metric, but yet our cars are using metric. But you know what gets me? So let's say you need a 10 millimeter socket. And you say, Jason, you got a 10 millimeter socket? I'm like, yeah, you want that in 1/4 inch, 3/8 or 1/2 inch drive? What the hell is that? So it's like we'll never really embrace it. But
it's like the soda industry.
Yeah.
You can either get your 1/2 liter bottle or your 20 ounce.
Yeah.
Or your 1 liter.
Yeah.
Or your 2 liter.
What the fuck's up with that?
But, you get 12 ounce bottles. You've got 20 ounce bottles.
Yeah.
So they blend the entire system.
You bet.
Hey, Bob, real quick. I just got a text message and I'm supposed to ask you this.
Mm.
Hey, Bob, can you believe they're still together after all that shit they've been through?
I don't know who they are.
Your
butt cheeks.
Oh.
You know what? That is such an old joke. Who sent you that?
The wife.
That's right. It's like, I like it. You just go up and go, hey, did they get back together? And they're like, who? Your ass cheeks.
I missed it. I'm sorry.
That was good, though.
Good job, Andy.
Yeah.
Sorry, we didn't mean to steal your thunder.
Okay, so we're talking about what? Chicken nuggets?
Cheeky
nuggets. No. We moved on to the metric system.
Cheeky nuggets and metric system.
And the fact that the soft drink industry can't
make up their fucking mind.
Right. They're straddling the fence.
Yeah. Oh, they're doing everything in the world. They got that swig now over there in the city. Have you went there yet?
No.
I heard it's not that special.
They're just adding crap to pop.
Well, it's okay. It's coming out of Utah. So the Mormons got creative and made what do they call it? Dirty soda.
Yeah. Dirty soda.
Dirty soda.
Dr. Pepper with coconut in it. And
yeah.
Like I said, they're just adding shit to pop.
Right.
It's, you know what? I love that when it was done in the 50s and called Cherry Coke. Hey, how about a Cherry Coke? So now they're adding all kinds of fancy shit. Big fucking deal. Have you seen the lines they're getting? If I'm getting in a line that long for a drive-through drink, I better be able to order 3 extra shots of espresso in it.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
You can get drive-through alcoholic drinks
Dutch
these
Brothers.
days.
We already talked about that, but I'm craving it.
Dutch Door Brothers. I love Dutch Brothers.
Yeah, they're so good.
Man.
I just don't like coffee.
And there's nothing
You never
wrong
have
with
been
that.
a coffee drinker, have
Not
you?
really. No, I'll tear the shit up out of a Frappuccino, but I don't need 1,100 calories per glass either.
No. And there's nothing wrong with good old black coffee, except, I got to tell you, if you are prone to intestinal distress, it'll definitely make you move.
Yeah.
Just a plain old cup of coffee.
Yeah.
And, which is good for us, old people. And, yeah.
Keeps things regular.
Definitely.
Absolutely. So my week has been pretty uneventful, other than getting some house plants that my daughter picked up for me and brought for me so I wouldn't have to go out and deal with social anxiety. They don't have a safe space at the nursery I visit. So my daughter went and picked them up.
The entire nursery should be a safe space.
You'd think. Exactly. So I love greenhouses, but anyway, she went and picked up these overpriced plants for me, and they were not as expensive as what I was originally quoted. And then when she picked them up, they were not as expensive as they quoted me when they called to let me know they came in. I think they kind of messed up, but either way, cost me $100 bill. But
wait, you special ordered plants?
Yes.
What kind of plants were these?
2 guesses, Bob. You heard about them in Jamaica, and now you're loving it. Now, these are epiphytes. These are Staghorn Ferns.
Okay.
But they had some in stock, but they're little bitty. Staghorns get huge eventually. But I said, man, I ain't got that long to live for one of these little ones. I said, can you get me a couple of 10-inch Staghorns? And they're like, yeah, we get them in every now and then. They said they're pricey. I was like what? And they're like 80. And I'm like,
80 a piece?
yeah.
Oh, shit.
You're like,
I was
oh,
like,
okay.
Inside or outside?
either way, if we lived in a tropical paradise, we'd want
Well,
them
that's what I'm
outside.
saying. $80, I'd keep it in the house.
And but so I'm mounting mine on giant redwood bark slabs.
Oh, okay.
Giant redwood that came from the giant redwood forest in California, IA. Don't ask me how I got that redwood bark. But
I will not ask.
Either way, yeah, and because they're epiphytes.
It was not shipped, was it?
No, it was not. And right after I took an electric chainsaw, and I'm still working on cutting down a giant redwood. It's been 3 years. No, it's epiphytes don't require soil per se to grow in, and they grow on a tree, but they're not parasitic. And more, almost kind of symbiotic in a way. I don't know what the tree gets out of it.
It's like venom.
A tree and an epiphyte walk into a bar. The bartender says, "Hey, the fuck did you get that stupid looking shrub?" And the tree goes, "Oh, no, it's an epiphyte." And the epiphyte says, or the bartender says, "No, I was talking to the epiphyte." Never mind. I'm just making up shit.
You're just making up shit.
Yeah. Where'd you get that fucking parasitic vine? And the tree's like, "No, it's an epiphyte." So they grow on these, and staghorn ferns look like as they grow, they get these point. It looks like staghorn, but they get big. And one of our local nurseries has one that's so fucking big, and they've had it for so long, a few decades. You got to have a forklift to move it.
Is that one off 23rd?
And what do you mean off of 23rd?
There's a plant place off 23rd. I bought plants off of.
Talking about out in the Coma Park?
No, it's further down, almost going into Hera.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
Let me tell you, you've heard of air plants, the little bitty plants, and you can stick them on a piece of wood or a rock or in a glass bowl or whatever, looks like it's just this dead plant and stuff. It's called an air plant. It doesn't require dirt. Same thing. It's an epiphyte. So, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So these get big and stuff, and, and so I'm going to do that. And so that's my excitement is I got plants. Yay.
Up here while you were sitting there, I pulled this up. Pamela Anderson and ex Tommy Lee, her husband, reunite for their son Brandon's fashion launch party.
I think that's ex-husband.
Yeah, ex-husband.
I said ex-husband, didn't I?
You said an ex Tommy Lee.
Oh, I'm sorry, ex-husband Tommy Lee. She looks a little rough.
They both look pretty rough. And here's the thing: it says reuniting to support their son. You know what? I think at one of the Comedy Central roasts, they were both at one. They get along.
Oh, do they?
I mean, fair enough. I mean, look, if it involves, their 15 minutes of fame has kind of been over for a while. So if it involves paparazzi getting their pictures taken in media coverage, they'd probably remake their porn.
Yeah, that's true.
Yourself.
They probably would.
So yeah, you can read about that though in People Magazine or my new publication, my e-zine called Shit No One Cares About.
Right.
Do they still have e-zines anymore? Am I outdated?
I haven't heard that term in a long time.
Hey, wait, we've got a podcast.
Playboy is no longer publishing magazines.
Well, they first started, we're not going to be publishing nude pictures.
And then they went back.
And then they decided, well, that was kind of like OnlyFans saying no more nudity. Oh, wait, that's our whole business model.
That's 90% of our revenue.
And then, I
can't believe they even tried that.
Let me tell you, the American public is jaded with the rich plethora of free porn. We don't need Playboy anymore. People, I like the articles. Well, then get the fucking New Yorker.
I did like the articles.
I wasn't impressed.
Chris read them all the time.
I like the joke.
I read them. Oh yeah. I read them. I'd read it from cover to cover, and then because. Hey, it was decent and stuff, but everyone liked the centerfold. It had that thing, about, it's just kind of a traditional thing. Oh, look, the centerfold. And the photos were tasteful. It wasn't like, back in the day, like Hustler versus Playboy. It's like, oh, here's a girl, look at her. Oh, it's like a little coin slot. And then girl in Hustler, it's like, oh my God, I can see her ovaries. I know. You know what I mean?
Huge difference.
It's like, yeah, no need to crank her open here.
I should know a guy that called them hatchet wounds.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he'd say, ooh, that one healed nicely.
Yeah. Exactly. There's that old joke about, never mind. We won't get a
Polecat killed with a...
Go ahead.
the joke about the two professors talking about, different cultures and their lore about how men and women came about. And one of them talks about, well, this one culture believes that, that there was originally all men, but then the gods decided they needed, woman involved. So they took half the men and made them cross a bridge, and there was a troll underneath that would swing an axe as they would come across the bridge. So hence some of the taller ones got a smaller vagina, and some of the shorter ones got a little bit cut deeper. And the other professor says, well, that explains it. And he says, what? He said, my wife must have slid across there on her ass. That's an old dirty dad joke. Hey, look at that. I made it funny. You grandbabies, go away. It's not for you. Yeah, there you go. So
that's funny.
Yeah, there's my week hasn't been eventful, but what about you, Brian? You're awful quiet about what exactly went down your week other than the mystery spider web crack.
It was Halloween. We've done the Halloween thing, and then we dressed up as the Purge. Remember I was telling you about that.
Yeah, but what about but Raylan didn't want to do the Purge.
No, she ended up going to some character off of YouTube, and we got everything together, and she went off this character of YouTube. And then
was it Bob from At the Bar podcast?
That was it. We were going up the road, and of course we had like a baby stroller, and we had the Purge song playing like every 4 or 5 songs. Yeah. And I'm walking down there in the beginning. I got my mask on and all that, and the lights are flashing. Everybody's like, hey, cool costume, whatever. I'm walking along, and I just happened to look over, and this lady was all fucking Karen'd up. She just turned and looked at me and looked me up and down like I was the biggest piece of shit. And I just kind of looked at her and watched her, and she just kept staring.
Did she have a kid?
Did you take your finger out of her butthole?
No, I was attempting, but no.
Brian, were you at her door trick or treating personally?
We were walking down the street.
And she have a kid with her?
I know it's her. Well, I'm sure there was a kid somewhere, but it wasn't around at that time.
You think she was offended because you were playing music or something?
Probably, but nothing was. It was like kids' music at that point. Anyways,
did you try helicoptering it at her because you had a mask on? They couldn't
Annie wouldn't let
you.
me do it, so I tried. Yeah, I tried.
Right.
Yeah, but there was a lot of
there was a bunch of guys around just giving Annie candy and stuff. Great costume.
Yeah, like your costume.
Like, yeah, my husband's. Yeah, no one cares. They're just all crowded around.
I tell you what sucked because it was kind of chilly, but still kind of a humid, I guess you could say. But in that mask, when I had it over my face, every time I breathed, it's like something would connect to the plastic, breath wise. And then pretty soon I got to lift the mask off, and I got this big blob of shit on my chin of like slobber and saliva that it's just every time I breathe, it would hit that mask, and then it'd come back on my face. It was so disgusting.
So maybe that's what the Karen was mad about. Is you were
she
there
couldn't
going,
see me
like an English bulldog or something, trying to catch its breath.
Yeah, maybe that could have been it.
Looking like a pug with a bucket bowl of grape nuts.
Yeah.
Your costume was accidentally tucked into the back of your underwear or something.
But I tell you what sucked after it was all said and done. The next morning or the next afternoon, Raylan comes in because, Dad, can you take me to the store? And I'm like, why? And she's like, my candy's not here. I'm like, what do you mean your candy's not here? She goes, they took it all. Who took it all? All the kids that were here. They stole my candy. So come to find out, when she was yelling, people were stealing my candy, and someone said they gave it back. I said, okay, I ignored it. No, out of all the kids here, they all took her candy and ate it, and she didn't have any.
What a bunch of shit.
Yeah, I know. I was like, but I got aggravated with her because she was looking at me and the wife like she was disgusted that we didn't stop this. It was our fault. And she was acting all butthurt. And
wasn't she the youngest one?
Yeah, but Annie looked at her and goes, hey, I told you don't let anybody in your room tonight, and you did it anyways.
Yeah.
Now, what's the problem? Well, yeah. I said, let's go get you some candy. But the next time you come to me and looking at me like I did it and it's my fault.
That's why she looked at you expecting, because she thought, look, they're going to give me some bullshit, but Daddy's going to go get more candy. Yeah. What you should have done is said, look, we're going to replace it. Here are 3 ramen seasoning packs to start.
And she just ramen noodles. Probably wouldn't happen.
No, not the ramen noodles. Just the seasoning packs.
Yeah, just seasoning packs.
Ramen noodles. Some old popcorn balls that we suspect were poisoned or have needles.
Yeah.
And think about all the x-rays done on candies in the 70s and 80s for shit that never happened. We'll be free to irradiate your candy.
Yeah, don't you remember the places you could take the bags of candy to
yes,
scan it all? Inspect it? It was like, God,
absolutely, they would x-ray your fucking candy. Do you not remember that? You could
I
take
do.
it to the to Midwest City Hospital and they had x-ray it. And then, and then probably steal some Snickers, those bastards.
Yeah, she was not happy at all about that. So we ended up getting her some candy, but sad part, what ended up being it was sad for her because that's what she thought was going to happen.
Should have brought her over to Uncle Bob's. He still had some at that point.
He probably did.
Yeah.
She had $2. And she goes, Dad, will you take me? I said, yeah. We get up there and she kept looking at the candy. Dad, it's all $2. It's $3. It's $4. I don't have enough.
I said, this ramen's 7.
And I looked at her and I go, well, I guess you're shit out of luck. Let's go. And so we went out to the car and we went home.
What? Are
No,
you?
I didn't do that.
I started to say, are you fucking serious? Her candy gets stolen. She says, Dad, can we get some candy? You bet, baby. I'll get you some candy this time. And then you get there and she doesn't have any money.
And that's whenever that's why the kids climb in the white vans.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
And
parents
he's
like
like,
Brian that
yeah.
won't get their
I
kids.
took her. I had her pick out 2 things. She wanted a bag of Hershey's creams and cookie. Those are nasty.
Cookies and cream.
Yeah.
Cookies and cream, not very good. She likes those. And then she wanted a big Twix bar.
Right?
And what was funny though is like after we get home, and I gave her $2 back.
She stole her candy back.
No,
She got home.
she got home and I looked at her. I said, "Honey, what?" I said, "You got a problem?" She goes, "What?" I said, "That Twix says left."
Yeah.
Left Twix. She goes, "Well, I'm right-handed." I said, "Then what are you gonna do?"
Yeah.
And she's like, "I don't know what I'm gonna do." And she bought it for like a second, and then she, whatever, Dad, shut up.
You're like, I'm going to ignore your bullshit and eat my Twix.
Oh, shit.
You should have not. You should have went ahead and taken her home with the $2. And then she's like, but you said to say, what did we learn? We learned to get complete clarification on a deal and get it in writing first. That's my girl.
That's my girl.
Now, do you want to get some candy? Who's buying the candy? That's my girl. Turn into some kind of weird ass lesson.
Yeah, no shit.
That's it.
So she got her candy and she was happy and everything was good.
These
But
are
yeah, they
left
stole her
Twix.
candy.
Well, look at this right Twix. I want to put up your ass. She's got her middle finger up.
Okay.
Would that level it out for you, Dad?
That whole left Twix, right Twix thing, I have never appreciated that at all.
I thought the commercials were kind of neat. It was novel. You know, which side are you? I'm the side that has chocolate, caramel, and a crunchy goddamn cookie. I didn't need a fancy marketing technique to buy a fucking Twix. You know what usually gets it for me? The fat kid that's always had a yen for candy. I walk in the store and go, Twix or Snickers. I had a Snickers with almonds on the way down here. I'm not even going to lie to you.
Oh, those are good.
Yeah.
I like those Kit Kats that have the different, like the mint ones. You can get the cocoa ones, the coffee flavored ones.
have
God,
you-
they're so damn good.
Have you seen the
Oh,
ones
you
they have in
sicko.
Japan?
Mm-mm.
Oh my God, they have all kinds of crazy flavors over there.
They always do.
But I'm kind of a purist. Now, every now and then I might try the raw white chocolate ones or something. I've done like the white chocolate Snickers or whatever. They got the brownie Snickers. I haven't tried that. But, like the Reese's peanut butter cups, I love those. I've tried the big cup. I don't like the big cup.
The ratio's
yeah,
off.
big cut.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
you're
is.
right. It
Thank
is. It's very
exactly. And they've got that one with the
off.
Reese's.
The thin ones are good.
The Reese's pieces in it. Wrong. No.
Yeah, they're fucking it
Stop
up.
trying to fuck with me.
I'll tell you something else that's really good. When's the last time you went to a Mexican ice cream parlor?
Oh, let me tell you, they're supposed to be fantastic.
They are the best.
Yes.
Make Brahms look like nothing. Man, they take ice cream and roll it in like cornflakes and they do all kinds of weird shit. Everything turns out beautiful, bright colors.
You bet.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Now, I went to the store and they had these big, like Pina Colada tubes of it's like a push up without a cardboard tube. It's just plastic. And they were huge, man. We're talking big old thick sticks of these Pina Colada frozen treats. And the box, had Spanish writing all over it. So, holy crap, they were good.
Yeah, they've got some good stuff.
Yeah, they got really great stuff.
It's amazing the selection, and it's like they really put effort into their stuff, and it looks cool.
Yeah.
So like, Brahms, you want some ice cream?
Yeah.
Here.
My buddy, when he was growing up, when
Oh, what do we got
part
here?
of California, he was, I love those things, man.
Oh shit, what do we got here?
And
That's the candy he was handing out?
No.
Oh, okay. This
So-
is private stock.
Right. So my buddy, he said, the ice cream guy, they had the little tricycle ice cream thing with the bells on it.
Yeah.
And he said they would sell also cups of cucumber and lemon juice with paprika and stuff on it. And, just nice little summer treats. And I'm like, man, we need that shit around here.
That's good. That's not overpowering. It's mellow.
No, it's nice. We just had a Godiva masterpiece.
Belgium,
Chef's
1926.
d'oeuvre. Yeah.
Well, I'm fixing to have another one.
And funny enough, they are sponsored by Suzette's Lady Salve. Each chocolate is filled with recycled lady salve. Right?
Really
Man, those
good.
are good. Y'all can listen to us chew. Hey, I know you like it on a podcast.
No doubt.
Let's see. It doesn't look like we have anybody in the chat.
No, everybody's out of chat right now.
Good. So
We had Eric in here earlier.
yeah, Eric came and went. And yeah, well, there you go. Other than that, man, I don't have a lot going on. The weather's been so much cooler here. In fact, it was downright nasty.
Yeah, it got pretty ugly.
And we had that wind last week that was so bad it just blew shit all over the yard. And then it got cold.
Yeah.
And rainy. And
It did.
And that kind of brought me down. I don't mind cold, rainy, I don't mind rainy and overcast if it's summer,
Yeah, exactly.
but I don't like cold rain and I can't stand wind.
God,
I could never live in West Texas.
what a little bitch.
I know. I hate it. Wind depresses me.
Really.
And so
Wind makes me mad.
it's just, it
irritating.
sucks.
Yeah.
And, but so we've had this little cold spell, but it's supposed to warm up later this week, where it said rise a little bit. And I'm thankful for that. The dogs love the weather though. My little one, Belle, she'd rather be outside than inside.
Yeah.
Whereas Hank, the Dia Beagle, would rather just lay around and ingest
Good old Hank. God,
snacks.
dang, these things are dick. You want another one?
And no, I do not want another one.
He's he's more of a hotel dog, isn't
Hank is all about the spa experience. Hank would curl up in a fluffy robe and let you massage him and feed him grapes and fan him with palm fronds while he dips his non-existent genitals into various lotions and creams. Hank is the type of dog that would love an old dog's home. If maybe he gets a bowl of Ensure and maybe some snacks. Maybe he watches TV all day and gets to sleep whenever he wants.
That's the most spoiled dog.
Maybe he has to wear a diaper. He's okay with that. Maybe he only has to take a bath once a week and then bitches about it. It's cold. Hank is perfect for a doggy nursing home. I'll just tell you.
Hey, there's a business.
There you go.
Yeah, you can go in and see your dog. People
It's
take
like,
care of them.
Here's a therapy dog, but you'll have to go to his room to pet him because he's really too tired to come out to you, old fella.
Yeah.
So there you go. Well, it looks like we're coming to a close on our on another semi-great show. But
semi-great show.
We'd like to thank a few people before we get out of here. I'd like to thank Annie for zinging Bob.
Yeah, that was good.
I'd like to thank Bob for making fantastic chicken nuggets and waffle fries.
Yeah, that was really good. And the chocolate.
And also for the chocolates.
Yeah. And the twisties.
And man, I got here a little bit after you did. So
you missed that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I'd also like to thank our sponsor, once again, Suzette's Lady Salve. That's Suzette'sLS.com, 15% off. So you want to enter at the bar 15. Thank you.
Great.
All right.
All right, we're out of here, Bob. You good to go?
Good.
All right, later, everyone. See you
Have a
later.
good week.
Thanks for stopping by for a drink. I hope you enjoyed hanging out. Next time, invite some friends. Like and subscribe so you won't miss out the next time we are at the bar.